But the shocking part, just 2 for 24 against in the box and late getting his foot down. And tonight, Astros need Altuve to figure it out.
Season average. That number has gotten Wheeler through at least 6 to somehow make him work harder. The Phillies used all this series goes, the more the Astros pitching depth becomes an advantage.
It was going to be all Astros, and then the Phillies kept on coming. He's on Fox, presented by Capital One. Monday, 28 years old out of the Dominican Republic is Framber Valdez. And the first one of those seasons was the short 2020 campaign. Last season, John, he's made 2 starts. The Astros have won them both.
We talked about the contrasting styles of pitching yesterday. We're going to want Valdez to be down in the zone, short strike, really kind of opposite styles if you're looking at home trying to figure out
For this pitching matchup, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup that Framber started, but at the top, it's just how it's looked all postseason in center and Sosa at short. It's been the case anytime. 6 years old, he makes his World Series debut. He's got all his friends, and he is, you're talking about the low strikes being key for Framber Valdez,
who pitches off the third base side of the rubber, straight line
to the championship series with a sterling performance against the Yankees.
Fall off one side to the other. He lands, sticks.
And then they got 3 runs in the 4th. They got Schwarber starting game 2. He's ahead 2 balls and 1 strike. Underdog in all 4, and they've won game
every series.
3-1 on Schwarber. They've got 16 in their last 8 games, but Schwarber position Pena for the first out of the night. Tonight, Aledmus Diaz draws the start in left field. Jordan Altuve and Gurriel on the right, and Martin Maldonado catching.
Better with ground balls. The one key again, though, he doesn't throw a ton percentage of strikes. And that breaking ball, not afraid to pitch behind an account, but it's usually not the recipe for.
The curveball you're talking about, he's leaned down more.
It's so late in breaking, you can't do it as a ball artist.
Well,
and that would be stats that you need to know. That RPM, a spin.
Prospects sign when they're 16. Framber didn't sign until he ball. 2-2 on Hoskins.
Because that 2-seam sinker is going to be in the box against Valdez.
From Valdez, it's curved, that's tap foul.
It's just 2 fingers and letting it rip out in front of him.
Jackson fires another 2-2. It takes off on him, and the count goes full. His 3-2 to Hoskins is inside, and the Phillies game 1 hero, JT Realmuto. And we take a look at our play. Won by a catcher since Carlton Fisk. Moments in the postseason, but he said, I figure, you know what? First one here is in there for a strike.
Here, so very capable and a huge opposite field home beginning.
Good breaker right there for strike.
Drive leg almost up in the air. Tremendous balance. Must be on. His foot on space. That's where he wants his foot to land. That's just a key for him.
Inning. 0-2 pitch. 3 straight. Named it El Hatza. Spires 1-2, and a fastball is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
5%. He throws his fastball for a strike. That's a lower percent.
2-2 comes back home and strikes him out.
Back to the kicking ball that you saw him get JT. He'll throw.
He's just about good at hitting everything these days. 2 more. One ball, no strikes. But he's hitting above 500 against hard stuff in the postseason.
Throw the ball up in the zone and get swings and misses up in the zone and score 5 runs against him.
Strike 1.
Normally he gets aggressive. Maybe he's even looking for that curveball. The weapon
is 1-1. Is a fastball, and it's grounded.
I doubt he'll do it. If you leave it over the middle third of the plate, not good.
It's home from Valdez. He runs, and Aledmus Diaz is there, and that's a scoreless top of the first inning. Pena and Alvarez, then Bregman, Tucker, and Gurriel. This Cormick and Maldonado rounded out against Altuve, who heads up there to face the best the Phillies, and he's got a 1.78 ERA.
Yeah, he's been awesome. A hitter quickly, whereas we talked about Valdez is going to have.
This one from Wheeler is a fastball. He got a fastball up and took advantage on his way with a double. Close. There you go, John.
Well, that's how you. And a fastball that you know you're going to get a high percentage of fastball. Still a lot of work to do against a great pitcher
who has only hit fastballs.
Yeah, winning against Wheeler, you know that it's tough
Stuff in this postseason. He got a pitch, no time. 2 pitches into the game by Segura as that ball gets by Sosa.
Part of yesterday taught him one thing. Let's get on top of the fastball quick, or first pitch quick, 2 pitch.
He swings away as well. And
What, 11 times yesterday? They did a good job getting deep in the pitcher.
Goes back onto the track. He's at the wall, and 3 straight doubles and a 2-0.
It didn't have the late life, and even though he didn't marks that they're going to play in both at Citizen and here, and certainly
Jack Wheeler had given up a 118.
they're 5.
He wanted to after on 1 for 4 with a double last night. Edmundo Sosa. Finally,
yet, but you have an idea of what you think. There's been a lot of quick runs. You don't abort your style.
the opening bell. Here's Kyle Tucker. Gave a 2-0 lead. He takes ball.
Let it eat, because he knows that Tucker likes.
Second with a 3rd consecutive double for Houston. This is popped.
That swing.
You know, I was just trying to get my pace and, like hit her.
Do you feel like that one swing gets you back to where you want to be?
Go from there and kid getting the ball like that. Kid hitting the ball.
They've taken a moment for us. 2 balls, 1 strike on Tucker. Yeah, Schupe and Alvarez both. Doubles in this first inning.
On fastballs, and so he's
on 2-1. He does, but it's high. Last night was the first night they had somebody hit 2 on this 3-1 pitch. Wheeling's throw gets by Bohm, but Wheeler
to get a drink. This is what you missed. And 3rd pitch of the game. Action.
How about that? How about these first 2 games? Yuli Gurriel at the plate, and he takes strike one. He's at 382 in the postseason. Calmly plays it, low throw, and Hoskins can't grab it.
Never comes in. It kind of short hop rewarded.
Well, big things early. The 3 straight double, of course, wouldn't have scored without the error charged to Sosa.
I think caught the center fielder a little flat-footed, maybe.
Well, that miss Diaz takes ball 1. That's the reason Diaz stays
on the slider pretty good. The fastball up, he's going to.
Wheeler's 1-0. Outside for ball 2 on the next pitch, but they rule that he leaned into it, so they bring. 2-0 pitch from Zach Wheeler. He takes a strike. Near the end of the regular season, the rest is on. Here's his 2-1. Poked foul.
Bar cutter slider's been a lot more usage into this postseason.
Gets him swinging, and the first 4 pitches.
Got that one a little.
Justin Verlander still looking for that first. A strikeout to open the second for first game of the postseason against St. Louis. They trailed championship series and came back to win there. In the last 3 games now. Bohm takes the ball.
But here's the thing: the postseason, the grind on every pitch, just because the mentally draining game you will pitch. You got a double play possibility. Things that go through your mind in the postseason, because you know this is.
Here's 2-1 pitch. They say that's one of the big areas where Framber Valdez has got to look like a big inning. Quickly moving on from it because he used to. Full count on Bohm. Stroll. Another thing is his manager, Dusty Bay. Leave it yourself. That's a walk to Bohm. Second one.
Big time this year, pitcher. He ran off a record 25.
Major League season. That is a strike on G.
If that guy got a double, a single, or even a home run.
Swing and a miss on a high foul.
That's what can happen. I mean, it can snowball quickly. But he's a guy that can grind out 2 strikes, but getting deep.
He is now 2 for his last.
Clean innings are huge. They're stress relievers, and 1 swing or that big inning.
Matt Vierling hooks one down. He was 101